Hello, everybody, and good morning. Welcome back to the J Lounge. Of course, you guys know I am your hostess with the mostest, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson, here to bring you guys another wonderful episode of the J Lounge. Of course, everyone knows here that the J Lounge is a celebrity-based podcast show where we talk with directors, actors, singers, you name it, they all come down here and we all have a great time. As per norm, I'm always excited to be introducing my next guests. They are a award-winning filmmaker and director, producer, writer, and actor. Everyone, please give a super warm welcome to Mike Fox. Hi, Mike.
Hello, good
How
to be
are
here.
you?
I'm doing great.
Oh, I'm so
Great.
glad to great. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad to hear that. So thank you so much for joining in on us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's awesome to be here.
Of
Yes.
course, of course. Well, I'm really glad to have you here, Mike. I'm gonna go ahead and fire the first question at you. I want to know what began your passion for filmmaking?
Well, I've always had a passion. It's just a matter of timing as far as birthing it per se, and making it come to the surface, so to speak. When I was a kid, I always looked at the movies and, just figured, okay, how did they do that? And it's amazing that they put that together, whether it be the special effects or amazing acting or the dialogue and just how do they put that all together so you're just encaptured by it and enthralled. And so I've had that passion for a while, and so it took an opportunity to make that into manifest, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that, which actually kind of brings me to my next question, Mike. What type of stories, as a filmmaker, are you interested in bringing to the forefront?
Great question. So I know a lot of filmmakers, and they have just push content, push content, push content.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I have a long history of doing things with a passion for a purpose. And my wife and I were actually marriage coaches. We worked in the nonprofit sector. I've worked with youth for a long time, and so everything that we do, that we want to do, we are a family business, so we do it with the purpose in mind. So the types of stories that I like bringing to the forefront, to life, basically, is something with a life-changing purpose,
Yeah.
a reason. So it's not just a passion, but it's a passion with a purpose in mind. Something that will actually change or make the audience think about it, or really mull it over. Like, let me. It's not just entertainment, but there's a rhyme to the reason, or reason to the rhyme. So yeah, it's just with purpose.
Which I love, because you're right. There are directors who, push their content, which is great. But I do have appreciation for those, filmmakers who take their time, like maybe, 2, 3 years to make their next film because they're really putting, as you said, passion with purpose. They're trying
Yeah,
to, you know, delay, relay a message in their film, and they usually take so long
right.
to do it. And I really appreciate filmmakers like that. So I completely appreciate your views and how you do your filmmaking. I really do. Of
Thank you. Thank you.
course.
Yeah.
Going on to the next question, name 3 people who influenced your career and why.
So, I mean, the list can be kind of big, but I would say um, J.J. Abrams,
Oh, yes.
um, Christopher Nolan, Steven Spielberg, and Tyler Perry.
Ooh,
So, nice array, right? Nice,
yeah, I love
diverse
it.
array. So, the reason for J.J. Abrams is not because of his recent stuff. Um, it's because of an episodic that we put off for a while, but then we started to watch it and we were hooked. It's Fringe. It's the best sci-fi movie quality episodic that ever existed. And it's called Fringe with uh, um oh I with uh, John Noble is like the main cast, and then I the actors names escape me at the moment, but it was just so cinematic. so well thought of. There was so many things that were put into it, like behind the scenes, little things that meant something. You had to actually look for little secrets and things in every episode that were connected. And there was like 101 episodes, I think, and it was all just like one big
Oh, I
movie.
know what you're talking
You know,
about. It just clicked in with what you're talking about.
yeah,
I've,
yeah, Fringe.
hmm Oh my goodness, yes. Yes, 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 yes. I've with Lance Reddick.
Yeah,
Uh,
Lance Reddick. Yeah, that's when we
yes.
first
Okay.
saw him. It
Okay.
wasn't in the John Wick. It was him. He was Colonel Broyles, and he was talking like this, and he's you know, don't you think for one second that I don't know what I'm talking about? You know, so I do voiceover too. So Agent Dunham, you know, you better think go. So it's like with him, and then also Joshua Jackson and John Noble, the most amazing duo, father son duo ever existing. So but it was so the quality was movie quality, period. um but it was just amazing, and that really really impacted me a lot. I was just like, I didn't know. I mean, just to watch so many and see how they did it in action and stuff, and then that, I don't know, that really drew me like a lot. And then Christopher Nolan with everything from Inception to Tenet
Yep.
to you know the Batman Begins. I mean, um, Interstellar. I mean, everything he does is like surpassing beyond cinematic approach of everything.
Yes.
Um,
So agree.
he's the master. Yeah, it's just, I mean, amazing. Like his mind, he takes his time. Like he puts so much into it, like with Inception and whatever. He puts so much into it that it's not just like action or entertainment. There's a literal like string orchestra that takes you through the whole storyline and then throws a twist everywhere you see. So he's just amazing. Steven Spielberg, he is a legend, of course, and he's the one who helped create so many things over the years. But he has at least in the beginning, for until recently, because he's getting older now, but he has a cinematic mind. Like his approaches, the angles, the types of lighting, everything he does, from ET to Indiana Jones to pretty much everything else. It's a very cinematic um lighting approach to everything. The
Hmm
angles, the shots, everything. It's just, obviously he's a legend. um and then of course Tyler Perry, not particularly because of Medea, but you know like he's very versatile,
Yes.
and but he is a true testimonial story, um, where he basically said it only takes one call to make it to change the rest of your life, kind of thing. And that's what happened to him. He literally, came from doing, like plays and things that were okay, but somehow he just, the break happened for him, and he
Yep.
got people invested in him, and I mean now he's a billionaire. So he made it. He's a testimonial to it can happen, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I completely agree with all your choices. As you said, Christopher Nolan, he is just a cinematic, just professor, I swear.
Genius.
He always writes a new formula of how to do things, and it's just
Right.
it's just incredible. J.J. Abrams, like you said, Fringe. I did watch that. My mom was obsessed with that show at one point, so I definitely can get you there. And it's definitely one of the best sci-fi shows that they put out. Haven't really seen anything close to it, so
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
that shows you just how timeless it is. And then, as you just said, yeah, Tyler Perry is one of those people who made it. Made it. He's one of those few filmmakers that's a billionaire because he invested in himself and he had other people invest in him, and now he has an empire. So
Yeah.
it's just incredible. It really is.
Yep.
So I
Yeah.
definitely agree with you there. All right, going on to the next question. Where can the J Lounge audience follow you and your work?
So basically, we're all over the place as far as, on all social media. Um, so Crystal Fox Films is our subsidiary company that we've, created, that's focusing on the filmmaking. But like on Instagram, there's Crystal Fox Films, but there's also official Mike Fox. And on Facebook, there's Mike Fox, there's Crystal Fox Films, and then our business Splash Design Works. We try to intertwine everything. Um, on I mean, we're pretty much on YouTube, on all social media. You can just do a search, Mike Fox and Crystal Fox Films. Of course, there's crystalfoxfilms.com. There's even official MikeFox.com, but the Crystal Fox Films is the filmmaking per se. And then, of course, email, you can do director at crystalfoxfilms.com. And, we're on Twitter as well, Crystal Fox Films. So, yeah.
Love it. Love it. So I will highly encourage my audience, make sure you follow Mike Fox on all social media. Make sure you follow the company as well. Yeah, because we want to see more of Mike's stuff because you're doing really, really great things here.
Thank
Um,
you.
of course. Going on to the next question. What future projects are you involved with that you can give a little dish about to the J Lounge audience?
I will condense the dish here. Um, so basically, the biggest thing that we're working on right now is called Mia's Bridge. Mia's Bridge is a feature film. It's a budgeted feature film, and we're stretching as many arms out to investors and potential investors for this film. This film is going to be amazing. It's it's on IMDb, and also I forgot to mention, you can check me out on IMDb, Slated, Backstage, I think Casting Networks too. But Mia's Bridge is a unifying type of film. Right now, I mean, I'll be honest, there's a lot of films and stuff that's polarizing and that's dividing, and we desperately need inspirational films that bring people together. So Mia's Bridge basically is that, and it's a drama, it's a crime drama, and inspirational at the same time. It's not faith-based, but it's inspirational, and you can check it out on miasbridgethemovie.com. And we have amazing people already attached to this. I mean, right now I'm speaking with somebody who worked on Avengers Infinity Wars, who's helping work out some logistics on this. We've got people on board the project. They've been on the the Born Identity movies, and they told me flat out they're more excited about this project than even that one. So I mean, it's just amazing, this Mia's Bridge, but it does take a matter of investors, and if we can just get a few investors to hit at least the floor, then we'll be up and running and get this thing greenlit and scheduled out right away, kind of thing. So we're excited. The other thing I have is I Want to Be a Star, which is a faith-based comedy. So there's not too many faith-based comedies out there.
No.
We originally made this to be an episodic, but we couldn't find any investors to pick up for a season. And you have to do a full season, or at least a 5+1 pilot, and put it together. So we couldn't find that. So I just figured, what, let's go ahead and make some transitional scenes, and let's make it into a feature film. And so now that's what I'm doing. I'm finishing up the post-production on it right now. It's called Wanna Be a Star, like wannabe, you're a wannabe. And so, yeah, we're finishing that up, and we're gonna look for distribution. And that's another thing that we're really looking for, is people who have good distribution channels, not just Amazon Prime, but Prime, Tubi, they can do Hulu, Peacock, whatever, for these projects. And then the other one that is starting to get some major steam here is a film short, although I would love it for it to be a feature. It's called Sleepers. And all these are on IMDb. Want to Be a Star, you can do wannabeastar tvseries.com. and I'm going to change that into movie. But sleepersthemovie.com, and then Sleepers on all social media. Basically, it's an amazing cinematic. We just saw last night, me and the family saw Salt with Angela Jolie. It's along those lines, but with a teen girl. So it's a sleeper agent in America. And unfortunately, it's true. It's actually really true. They really have sleeper agents in America, but it's really kind of like a psychological thriller drama. It's a film short right now, unless we get funding to be a feature, but it's going to be cinematic awesome. So we're excited about
Ooh,
that.
I'm excited. I'm excited. Well, you gotta make sure you keep us here at the J Lounge posted because we definitely want to know more for
Yeah,
sure.
no, absolutely.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. All right, going on to the next question. Just got two more questions for you. What's been some of the most rewarding moments of your career?
So the most rewarding moments, to be honest with you, was I can say one of them was when we were filming on the Box in the Basement movie. And on day 2 of set here in Delaware, and Delaware is not like the film capital of the world by any stretch of the imagination, but on day 2 of filming with at a school location, and we had a bus donated to us and a bus driver, and there were about 80 plus people like on set. And I was just kind of looking around going, is this how Steven Spielberg feels all the time? And it was just like, it was amazing to see all the cast, all the crew, all the parents and the people on set, and it's just like, just to see that everybody there on set, you know, because this is a production that, I've been blessed to be able to put together. It was just, it was an amazing feeling, you know. That's probably one of the most rewarding highlights. And everybody's just happy and talking and, just getting into it and stuff and setting things up. And it was just amazing feeling. Hashtag set life.
I really love that. I do. I think that's beautiful. I do. I like special moments like that. That is
Thank
incredible.
you.
Um,
Thank you.
but yeah, yeah, I really love that. But going on to the last question there, Mike, can you name three actors you would love to work with and why?
um, so on the top of the list, that's a great question. Um, so my favorite actor, and a lot of people don't know. Again, he's from French. He's John Noble. He's Dr. Walter Bishop, but he was also on Lord of the Rings, and he's also on other stuff. Um, but he is one of the most versatile actors I have ever seen. His range that at least he showed on Fringe, because he came from Lord of the Rings too, but his range is like extreme, and I've never seen anybody have such a range that can make you laugh and cry in like one paragraph. And so he's my favorite actor. Um, another person is Keanu Reeves. Um, he is like just a cool guy, period. And his reputation precedes him like to the max. He is fantastic. He's helpful. He's nice. He's genuine. He's real. He's down to earth. And he's just one of those people that you can work with, and he's there to work with you and make you shine along with him, kind of thing. And um, we do cosplay as a family, so we do like the Matrix, and of course I'm Neo, and so it would be amazing, to work with. Um, there's the other one. I would say the third one might be Dwayne the Rock Johnson, just because he's just one inspirational dude. I mean, he's like, you're gonna make it work, and I'm gonna help you make it work. Um, but he is like, he's another success story, from wrestling to a plus lister. He's just one of those guys that, he's got a heart, and he'll make it happen, and he won't let you fail because, he's attached to you if you're working with him. So he's just inspiring. That's all.
Okay. I love the fact that you said the Randall Walk Johnson because I was having a conversation with my family with him the other day. I was saying how he's grown as an actor. I mean, people need to realize he started as the Scorpion King and now has done
Mhm.
so many films and grown into this incredible actor. I love the fact that you want to work with him. He looks like he would be a lot of fun to work with. Kind of just like a lot of laughs. He just looks really, relaxed and laid back dude.
Yeah.
And then Keanu Reeves. To me, Keanu Reeves has been the pinnacle of acting for a while. And the fact that he's the chillest dude in Hollywood, you know,
Yeah.
and starred in two of the hottest franchises, John Wick, The Matrix. I mean, what can he not do? Honestly, I have not. I don't know. He's done everything. I appreciate that
And
he's
he's still
just yeah.
I just saw this article like yesterday, like how I don't even know where I saw it, but he was like Keanu Reeves was praised for having a conversation and empowering some 9-year-old kid kind of thing, and he's like that all the time. He doesn't just do that in front of camera. I remember seeing this video of him. He had a 10-minute conversation with the kid on an airplane, and it was not like business first class, like A+ class. It was just like a lesser class, airplane ride, and he was just having this conversation with the kid back and forth. Like, he's just so down to earth. He's one of those rare, I just told this to our daughter, he's one of those rare people that you wish every actor would shed their diva stuff off of their personality and be like him, kind of thing.
And this is stories like that is the reason why I love Keanu Reeves. Honestly, this is why he's just he's just he just looks like that type of person, just so human, so genuine. It's just it's on my bucket list one day to meet Keanu Reeves. Honestly, one day will happen. It's gonna happen. Oh my gosh. So yeah. And when speaking to existence that you'll be able to work with him one day, I think you guys will be able to make a really great film together. So speaking to existence. Speak
I
it into
speak it.
existence. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
receive it.
goodness. And oh my goodness, Mike, you've been a lot of fun to talk to today. First of all, your voiceover impressions, clap, clap, that was spot on. You should
I
really feel
love it.
proud of yourself. You really
Thank
should. I
you.
was like, that
Yeah.
was smooth.
Yeah, I've been called like the best Mickey Mouse and Yoda online. So it's
Oh
been
my
really
goodness.
it's really interesting. Oh boy. Well. So I mean, it's amazing. I've been hired to do like Mickey Mouse for families that are like terminally ill, and they're doing like a Disney surprise trip for their kids and stuff. And I've gotten back some videos from the parents with the kids, and it'll make you cry. It's like, they're just like so happy to hear from Mickey personally, and just like, it's been amazing, rewarding, and then of course I actually over here in Delaware, we're next to Philadelphia, and they have the Philadelphia 87ers, and which is like a sub of the NBA, and in the 76ers. And so 2 years in a row, they hired me to do Master Yoda for their Star Wars night. And I got to be behind the announcer table and announce like all the entire game, all the plays and stuff like that and stuff. So like one of my favorite times was when the visiting team, they would miss a shot, you know, I have my like Yoda plushie kind of stuff, and we would dress up as Jedi, me and my wife and daughter, and I'd be like, how embarrassing, how embarrassing, So it was awesome, yeah.
Hmm. So I'm just saying, Disney, I think if you need to do a Yoda series, I think we have our Yoda right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and say
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I love it. I love it, Mikey. Like I said, you've been such a blast to talk to. It. I'm really glad that my eyes was able to discover you, your work, and I really appreciate you for coming on here today.
Thank you so much for having me. It was amazing, and I loved every moment of it.
Oh, I'm so glad. I am so glad. That's what we here at the J Lounge strive to do. We try to make sure our guests have a great time. So I'm glad you are able to have a great time. I'm really thankful for everyone listening in to the show today. Of course, you guys know I am your hostess with the Moses, Miss J, aka Miss Simone Jackson, bringing you guys another wonderful episode of the J Lounge. Of course, I want to thank my amazing guest, Mike Fox, one more time. Okay, of course, I highly encourage my audience. Make sure you follow Mike Fox on all social media. Check out more of the film work as well. Alrighty, everybody. I hope you ever have a wonderful day. I am your hostess. I am out. I will be back with another great episode of G Lounge here soon. Till then.